Yeah. You can take inspiration from somebody.
Yes.
I have no qualms about that. Yeah. What are you talking about? I just put this on. So you think it's not a reference?
I'm needed upstairs. Bob, go down the fort.
Bonjour à toutes et à tous et bienvenue dans l'émission Une rencontre et 3 petits points. Aujourd'hui, c'est une rencontre exceptionnelle que l'on vous propose entre la nouvelle arrivante Jenna Ortega et les actrices Winona Ryder et Catherine O'Hara qui se retrouvent 36 ans après chez Tim Burton. Une rencontre passionnante à l'occasion de la sortie de Beetlejuice le 11 septembre au cinéma.
The juice is loose.
Oh, go for it. Get that. No, get that first one.
Okay. Role models and inspirations. Okay.
Winona and Catherine have both been incredible inspirations to me.
Oh, you're good. You're too good at this.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
Yeah.
Do you look to role models, or would you ever consider yourself a role model?
As actors, we all model roles, don't we?
Yeah. Again, too good. If you have any kind of public position that you have a responsibility to be a role model for, for your sex,
Yeah.
for your gender, for your race, or for your religion, or
Right.
is it fair? Can you actually make a difference in someone's life?
I'm trying to think if I've ever told anyone you've been such a role model.
I've never said it because I think that the weight and responsibility that comes with
Yeah.
something like that.
I remember I once got blamed for smoking in a movie, but by the Surgeon General of the United States. It was like I was in my 20s and I was like it was a role. They go after Humphrey Bogart or just anyone else. I felt really bad. A girl in a school started a petition to get me to stop smoking, and I didn't even smoke. It was a whole thing. It was bad. But the whole point was I did it for a part. That was like a role model situation where I was, I guess, being called. I don't like the whole thing.
That is like you were having role model forced on you.
Inspiration is different.
Yeah. You can take inspiration from somebody.
Yes.
I have no qualms about that. Yeah. What are you talking about? I just put this on. So you think it's not a reference? Do you want to pick it up?
But I used to be able to do that.
Commitments.
Oh, sorry?
Did you ever see Snakebit?
No.
Oh, yes. First made me think marriage and things like
commitments?
that. But then it made me think of being committed. And after seeing a movie, Snakebit.
Just staying somewhere that used to be an institution?
Oh, with Girl Interrupted, we shot in a functioning mental institution.
Oh,
we
it's still open.
We had a wing. And I remember we were doing a scene in the tunnels, which were real. A gentleman came on the set and said he was taking over as director. And he really knew what he was like, let's clear these tracks. We're going to set up then some people came and
Took him away.
No. And
he grew up to be Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, he actually was a director.
It was fascinating because he really seemed to know what he was doing.
And then somebody committed him.
Should we wait? Can we rock, paper, scissors, and then whoever wins, you have to do the next card.
Rock,
Paper. Fuck it. Okay. Oh, I got the future.
The future.
What future?
Exactly. What future?
I mean, the future.
You are the future, my dear. My little kids are 30 and 27, and I'm so grateful they had life before the internet.
Yes.
And I try to think of what would be, I guess that's happening with AI maybe, but what would be the next invention that would affect lives as monumentally as the internet has? And how scary is it going to be for your kids?
That's why I didn't have kids.
Yeah, kids, I don't see a world in which it's safer. I'd rather adopt and
You're still going to have to raise them in this world, yeah.
Yeah. There's interviews of Kurt Cobain talking about how the world's going to end in 10 years and this and that, and it didn't. But
And he
so
predicted that we're all stupid and contagious.
Let's end it there.
Okay.
Work, Sinora, work your body liner. Work, Sinora, work it all the time.
Audition?
Well, I auditioned with for some of the greatest actors in the world that were da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like
I auditioned with Robert De Niro for
Me
a movie.
too.
Did you?
Yeah.
What movie? What movie?
Well, I auditioned for him later for the Mad Dog and Glory. I was way wrong for the part, but yeah, interesting. But yeah.
Okay, mine was for a movie he didn't do. I might have turned him off of the whole experience. I don't know, auditioning with me. Tom Hanks movie, Big.
Yes, Big.
Big. Robert De Niro was originally supposed to play that role. Okay, so I go to audition with him, and, you know, it's like, he's wearing glasses, and we're breaking up, and he says, I don't want you to leave. Why are you leaving? You know, and then I say, oh, well, I can't, you know, whatever about our relationship. He says, his glasses are here. I don't want you to leave. Why are you leaving? But I really love you. Please don't go. It was great. It was great. But then Penny Marshall, who was directing that, she left the room to see the chemistry that would happen between Bobby and me. So I love him. I love him.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
What's the worst audition you've ever had? Or a bad one? Or have you ever had a bad one?
Oh, God, yeah. I auditioned for Fearless with Jeff Bridges,
Yeah.
who I've always just been madly in love with.
Yeah.
It was for the Rosie Perez part. He was supposed to kiss me at the end of the scene, and he was like he kissed me on my forehead. He's like, you're like my
That's
daughter's
good
age.
for him.
And I was like,
Some people would take advantage of that, wouldn't they?
yeah.
You got your head kissed?
I know.
How sweet.
I was like, damn.
Some lesser actors would take advantage of that,
Yeah.
bringing in lots of
I've
lovely
been
young
made
girls.
out with.
No.
Yeah, like French kissed by. Have you ever heard one?
Yeah, I had one when I was like 15 or 16, and
Yeah.
it was just
Same.
boy after boy after
Same.
boy.
Just
No.
Yeah, and I actually had the same thing happen, except it was this actor Cameron Boyce. I don't know if yeah, the last time I saw my friend Cameron Boyce, I had known him since I was like 11 or 12, and we were supposed to kiss, and he knew me since I was 11 or 12.
Yeah.
This was a few years later, 15, 16, came in. We were supposed to be love interests, but because he obviously felt weird and he was a bit older, he was like, we both just kind of looked at each other and we were like, no, we can't do this. And he did. It was so sweet because I was uncomfortable and I was having a hard time.
right.
Audition, and then we wished each other well, and then he passed away. Yeah.
Oh.
I remember being really thankful and grateful that he did that.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
I'm glad that's over, right? Girls don't have to do that.
I have no
Actors
idea.
just do
I'm sure people keep trying, but
Yeah.
I think,
I think
I
still.
think maybe hopefully girls feel a little stronger about saying, you really, you want, I could cancel your whole life right
Actually,
now.
yeah.
You really want that? Is it worth it? Like,
Remember when what you told me on set that it was such great advice that if
I didn't mean
anyone,
to.
No, that if anyone was ever being inappropriate, you scream fire.
oh, I heard that from a policeman on some afternoon show. Yeah.
You don't
scream rape
like,
or anything.
rape or
Scream
help.
fire.
Scream
No,
fire.
because everyone will.
Because then people think they're affected, and then they'll
Right.
call the cops or do it. That's kind of sad, eh? Appeal to the best in people.
Oh, good luck making that a cohesive.
I think it was interesting.